Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. I just got back from Utah. Went out there for about a week to spend some time with my grandkids. Got to see my parents. Got to see one of my oldest friends. So had a great trip. And I'd gotten some email messages from Recreation Outlet that's located in American Fork, Utah, down in Utah County. Got an email before I went out there that they were going out of business, and I think they've been around for about 30 years. And I was spending the day with my granddaughter the other day, so we stopped by and screaming deals on everything. And I mean, they're just liquidating everything. And I kind of talked to them, a couple of the employees, and it's just been difficult with online sales and trying to compete with everything. But you know, they carry a lot of brands. I saw Climate, saw a lot of things like that. I think there may have been some North Face stuff over the years, but I got some duffel bags, two different sizes, good sized duffel bags that we would travel a lot with when we were road trip, especially when we moved to Southern Oregon and we drive back to Utah. And just great. They lasted for years and years. When they finally wore out, they had a different line, but they're just as durable. I use those things all the time. And so I stopped by and I grabbed a new dual hammock. I ended up spending this cost me about $13. It's got the straps in it. It's the same straps that I have purchased on Amazon several times for about $20. And just always good to have another hammock. We were recently down in Galveston, down at the Gulf of America, and some people had hammocks on the piers under this store called Murdoch's, and we were right there so we could be in the sun and kind of get some shade. And so someone threw some hammocks up there and hadn't thought about doing that, so got that. That was always great to have. One of the little things that I don't come across these a lot, but I tend to need them all the time, are these little zipper pulls, and these were like 99 cents and 30% off. So I've got, 8 zipper pulls that I'm going to be using for different things. Mylar bags, the emergency, I think these are blankets. I shouldn't say bags. These are emergency blankets, the Mylar. These were like 59 cents and they had a ton of these. So it's always good to have extras of those. And then I got 3 of these. It's just a small pouch. And I've got a similar one that I picked up in Cozumel when I was down in Mexico, I think last year, that was kind of woven one. But I throw all of my chargers in there. I've got a cube in there, and that just stays in my travel backpack. Anytime I'm leaving, I'm not trying to remember to grab charging cables and that kind of thing. So I just thought those were under $1, so that'd be a great thing to have. And then the last thing I got was this small dry bag. So this probably is not going to be something that you want to take if you are whitewater rafting and you're just going to beat the crap out of it. But if you're just trying to, keep things dry, you've got some rain, that kind of thing, I think this is going to be great. Even if it's not the best waterproof in the world, that's just a great size stuff sack. So I wanted to do that, get something like that, because having gear and being able to store my gear and keep everything organized, I'm kind of a nerd that way, so I like doing that. It's sad to see a store like Recreation Outlet that's been there for 30 years go out of business. If you happen to find yourself in Utah County and you enjoy the outdoors at all, I would highly recommend going over there. I wish this was more going to kind of promote them and their business going forward, but really good stuff, great deals, lots of clothing, sleeping bags, tents, that kind of thing. I would love to hear, in the comments, what is your favorite outdoor store? Where do you live? Where do you go? There's a lot of choices out there. Cabela's is now part of Bass Pro Shop. Scheels, Sportsman's Warehouse. I'm sure there's some all over the country, that I'm not familiar with because of living primarily in Utah and Southern Oregon and now here in Texas. But I'd love to hear what your favorite outdoor stores are, what your favorite gear is, what you've recently acquired, and how you plan to use it. As always, Thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.